name is Rickeya Smith. Everybody calls me Kiki. I'm originally from Chesapeake, Virginia. I go to Howard University. I'm a junior there. And my position with Cascade, first, Cascade stands for the Coalition of Activist Students, celebrating the acceptance of diversity and equality. It's a long acronym, but it's better than the one before. Cascade is basically the Gay Straight Alliance on campus. We do a lot of educational things. We do a lot of social things. Recently, we had a program for the Equality March. We do a lot of things with students. We're trying to get, connected to other universities. My position, I am vice president, and I also serve as a straight ally along with a couple of others. On my campus, gay people, I've heard the term faggot a whole lot. I've heard, specifically with my club, when I first joined the club, people were like, oh, well, they're gonna turn you out. To me, being a straight ally just means being there for the LGBT community. You don't have to be an activist, because I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm too busy to be acting, activating, or whatever you want to call it. I'm too busy to do that for anybody because of school and all that other stuff. But it's just, you're there. I feel like being a straight ally to me means being a friend. Just like if one of your friends got into trouble, you would be there. You would be an ally for your friend. So you could be an ally or a friend for the gay community as a whole. Doesn't mean that you have to go out and do marches or, do marches or get involved in the political realm, because the political realm isn't for everybody. Taking a stand is more of what a straight ally is to me. Taking a stand where other people may present you with ignorant information, you just guide them and push them the other way, show them that that's not necessarily the case. I've considered myself to be a straight ally ever since I found out that one of my best friends was gay. And when she told me, it kind of brought us closer together, because it was like, okay, well, now we really have something that we can talk about. She doesn't have to feel uncomfortable with telling me, her personal experiences or telling me whatever she wants to say. We, in our club, actually, we do get a lot of experience with that, because we do deal with a lot of people who choose either, not to tell their business. So we usually we tell them, you should just confide in somebody, just trust that, just find that person who you feel would not judge you, because not everybody's out there to judge you. It's not totally safe, but it is a safe world when you find the right person to tell. You can't go around and tell everybody your business, but, there are some people out there who will sit down and talk to you and understand and be happy for you, And plus, it's the added pressure of, oh, I've got to pretend like I'm straight because I don't want anybody to know that I'm gay. As an ally, I feel like I'm there to bridge the gap between the straight community and the gay community, because a lot of straight people don't understand that gay people are normal people. So it's just I feel like it's my responsibility to kind of help push that education and to kind of bring it in a form that's friendly for straight people to understand. I don't feel like it's my responsibility to try to push people to like gay, the LGBT community. It's not my responsibility to push people, but it is my responsibility to try to get rid of some of that ignorance. It depending on the situation, like if we're having a joking conversation and, somebody says something ignorant, I might be like, ha, 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 well, you should know that, and then I go on and correct them. Or if we're having a serious conversation, then I will say, that's not the case. You need to, actually look up some materials on this, that, and the third. Or I may say something like, well, you really shouldn't say that, because depending on what they say, because it may be hurtful or it's ignorant or, just try to push them in the right way. I'm not like, oh, well, I don't get mad, because then it turns people off. I do think that more straight people would be allies had they not thought that, that gay was a disease, or, gay's infectious or anything like that, or they weren't considered gay themselves. I do think that, one of the most ignorant comments I've ever heard was, being gay is a choice, or being gay is infectious, along those lines. And it's not. Gay people, like I said, gay people are normal people, just like straight people are normal people. There's no reason to treat them any different. As a straight ally, I would tell somebody who is homophobic to just treat them as you would treat your next door neighbor. Not to judge them, just to see them for who they are, and just take their sexuality as something that's to be placed on the back burner. Because you don't look at a straight person and say, oh, well, I don't like you because you're straight. Even if you are another straight person, or if you're a bisexual person or an LGBT person, you don't look at somebody and say, oh, I don't like you because of your sexuality. That's just wrong. It's just like saying, I don't like you because you're black. I don't like you because you're white. I don't like you because you're tall, you're short, or you're this age, or you're that age. You're a man, you're a woman, stuff like that. Check it out. It's so beautiful.